Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Spartan. Back again, looks like day 182, so it is horde day once that timer reaches 2200, so we'll go up till as close to that as we can before we call it. We'll save that for tomorrow. Gosh, I stopped recording and come back the next day and forget what it was that I was doing. Well, we're short on first aid kits still. I'm used to having that chest over there with at least some. Well, I guess I'll take your casings and your glue. I get a little bored with the sorting of items, and I don't pick up a lot. I know I got some comments lately about not picking things up like I should. Oh, there's some 44 Magnum rounds, so maybe this is going to start dropping for us. That's something that either I've just not paid attention, but I think I have, because I would probably pick up that 44 ammo. Even if I were just to scrap it, I would have picked it up. You know what? While I'm over here, goodness, lady. Just going to drop in and say hi. Go ahead and clear these bodies out. I've not decided yet 100%. I think I'm going to go ahead and just use this base for our horde. I can't loot or anything over there in that body. That's a little strange. But I don't see why we go anywhere else. We just did the barbed wire base. So maybe I just hang out in here for this horde. And I need to replace some spikes and some pillars in order to do that. But yeah, I won't loot any more of the cloth, the shirts and scrap, because now that I know the tents, and someone also said the gun store, I think it was one of the stores that has the awning out front, you can destroy that. Pick up plenty of cloth as well. So now that I know that little trick, as many of those types of things are around the world, and we're good on cloth now too. I think we picked up enough cloth to get us by. I'm going to go ahead and clear out all of these bodies here, because that's going to be reload this sucker. It's going to be the fastest way to get rid of all of them. I feel warm by the fire. Start to worry if I feel cold by the fire. Alright, so we need steel, we need wood. I'll go ahead and get all of this topped off, because you know it's going to be that time before we know it, and before I get out and about and doing anything else. I guess we go ahead and make the scrap iron. I didn't even see how many we needed. Let's go ahead and make 7 of those. We'll grab up our steel, and I think we had a couple pillars in here. And hope I didn't take all my concrete over there. Nope. So we're going to need 4. So we need 2 more concrete pillars. Like so. Really doesn't hurt us to leave these out. They're just going to get destroyed anyway, this next horde, and they don't serve much of a purpose. I mean, you have to have some every once in a while for... There's another dead screamer somewhere. You have to have some every once in a while for support, but outside of that... Whoops. Alright, nice. Get all all of this topped off here. Nice, it only takes like 1 steel per every second or two to get everything topped off. I need to get my broken leg fixed. I need to eat and drink. We need to get these all to 100% because, you know, we don't repair our spikes anymore during a horde like we used to back on Alpha 14 and early 15, but these steel spikes take such a beating. There's no need to sit there, and they used to do the underground repair system, and there's no need for that anymore with this with the steel, man. It's just another screamer dead. They're just falling. All of these forges that I have running just has them jumping for joy. And I guess because the drawbridge is on this side, and it may have something to do with the mechanics of where the base is located compared to the city, they all seem to come in from the south side. I don't think I've had any horde come in from any direction other than the south side since we've been over here. And it probably does have something mostly to do with the fact that the drawbridge is on the south side, but either way, we're going to get this side all repaired up. Probably going to get our shotgun leveled up a bit and get that next point put in it, which would be nice. It will be 4 out of 5. And I don't know, the splatter gun, I don't know, maybe level 60 you get that point as well. Because I'd love for the shotgun to be more effective without having to use slugs. Slugs are just... You know, on the server, we have plenty of people farming for all of the stuff we need, and it's just a little easier to put it together on there. But the single player, I have to be as efficient as possible because I love building, and that's, you know, that's part of the reason I usually stay away from guns. It's just too much maintenance, too much required to go into guns to... Where's a cop? Your cop thumping around up there. But just requires too much. Resources, time, all of that. Just to keep your guns up and going, to make ammo and all of that. So, well, we'll top off these last couple pillars here. And looks like we'll be ready for business when the horde decides to roll around. Have to wait for that concrete to dry, maybe right before the horde. That'll be all ready to go. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it started running my mouth yesterday in that recording. Did not realize I had lost track of time because I didn't start my timer until later on in the episode, and realized that I was at 59 minutes and 55 seconds or something like that. So I almost ran over the hour mark. I know based on the messages I got from the day before that, a lot of you didn't care for that time-lapse video too much. Wanted to hear my voice. It's pretty funny. And no, I don't talk to myself when I'm recording in time-lapse. Someone asked that as well. It's nice to give the old voice a break and just to be able to focus on what I'm doing. Sometimes I lose focus when I'm talking. And I'll start rambling on about something and forget what I was doing or whatever. And when I can just sit there and focus on nothing but building and resource gathering, I do a much better job than what I do while I'm trying to talk. I've gotten better with that over time. So hopefully by Alpha 16 we'll get to draw in some new viewers, and I'll have a better quality content, better quality videos each and every day. Certainly going to change up the format of the way I do things a little bit, make it more efficient and a little more professional. Well, that looks good. We're going to stick the remaining log spikes in there. Take our shotgun shells out. We're going to scrap, 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 scrap. Scrap you. Oh, there's some leg armor we can use to repair with. Let's go ahead and get all this stuff sorted. So assemble, 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 and assemble. Now scrap. No need to do that because we have so much iron. That's something I need to do. It is past 4 a.m. so I can go out and... Did she die when she... Yeah, she died when she hit. So see here, a lot of people are talking about how deep do I need to go? I'm going 60 or 100 deep or this and that. This base is only like, maybe there's a 28 or maybe 30 block fall. And you see that the standard zombies will die on impact. Boy, I'm out of splints. So it doesn't take some ridiculous distance to, you know, kill them. They die fast. Make sure there's nothing good on that. I hear a cop up there walking around. I don't know why he hasn't fallen in. Leg armor. Alright, so we repaired that with fiber. I'm going to stick all that stuff in there. Oh, there he is. Nice, Kappa. Probably go ahead and get our AK-47 on up to 600. Stick that in there and stick this in here. Let's do another sort. And gun parts and bullets. We'll scrap those eventually. Nice, a stack here, and looks like our ammo is almost done over here. So we'll have 500 plus rounds for the horde with shotgun shells. Here are the guns that we most likely will use. We need to get those repaired. Casings in there, gun parts in there, and a sort and assemble. And there. Stick the old shotgun in the forge. Boy, our iron is really high right now on that one. You see that? 25,000 iron in there. So we could make... Yeah, that's really not that impressive of a number, but we're going to go ahead and make it anyway. And then we'll top that off. Top this and go ahead and top off our clay once that finishes. Smelting. Come on, shotgun. There you go. Just had to talk to it, that's all. Let's do another sort. Let's get these bullets put away in here. So we're good on ammo. Boy, we're even going to use the submachine gun a little bit. I think they're taking the submachine gun out in Alpha 16. Not sure where I read that or saw it, heard it, whatever, but I think the submachine gun is no more when Alpha 16 hits. Which I can't say I'm going to miss it. I very rarely use it. I've used it just because we had an excess of, well, you know, I need to keep that in my inventory. in excess of 7.62 or 10 millimeter rounds. But what we need to do now, while we wait on that last, oh there, I guess while we wait on it to dry, there it goes. Okay, let's put this back. We'll need to take it out for horde night. We'll go over and gather up the last bit of steel that we have over there and some more stone, so we can leave this wood here. We're not going to need to take that with us. We'll take our 7.62 ammo. We'll kind of get all of that moved over. I'd really hate to lose all the iron that we've got from digging out that base. The stone, yeah, I can get the stone back pretty quickly, but the iron not so quickly. So, I don't know if you noticed too, I patched a lot of the holes in the road. During that speed video, it seems like it was the speed video, I blew up a couple cars to kill off some of the zombies. There's so many of them. And had to patch a couple holes. Did not want holes there. So look at all the resources we have here. Goodness. Yeah, nice. All that raw iron. Yeah, we'll take that back with us as well. Let's make sure there's nothing here we need to take with us. We're going to take the bullets. I want to leave those in there. First aid kits were good. Might actually either ride to the pop and pill store or ride around and get some more airdrops here soon. Everything else can stay over here though. This is all for the build. And okay. Head on back. Yeah, I can be a little more relaxed now that we did the speed build episode or the time-lapse episode, because we got so much done in that one episode that it allows me to be a bit more relaxed now with my, what I do per episode. I need to fix that. And what that is, since we've had this base, I've had that about every other time I come back to the base. So let's put this all away. Boy, that's the most iron we've had in this chest in quite some time. That's a good feeling to be ahead of the game. I like that. So we could go ahead and make ourselves a bit more concrete mix, and we're certainly going to need it. Let's cap these off. And wood, good on wood. She died on impact too. Yeah, so you don't need to go that high to be oh, look at all of the buckshot. My goodness, we made a lot of buckshot. I didn't mean to make that much. Ladies and gentlemen, why'd you make me put so much buckshot in there? All right, let's get this sorted out. And we'll have plenty of buckshot for the future. Melt the rest of that down. Ooh, our brass, we ran out of wood, and we still had a good bit of brass to smelt there. Let's get a bit of wood going in that brass forge. And go ahead and top off our clay as well. Still need to eat and drink. I haven't done that yet. I'll get some of these casings over here. Get everything in order. It's always nice to stay in order, then you know what you have and what you need. Nice. That's a good chunk of concrete mix there. So we're just short on, well, we'll go ahead and get that last little bit making. Tell you what, let's utilize this one since we have it. Go ahead and split the load up so it's 25 minutes for each 2,000 you do. Alright, so it gets that sorted. Let's throw our 7.62 ammo in here. Can go ahead and get our guns repaired up. I don't see why we don't do that now. Combine some parts. We'll break out the old 600 submachine gun for the first time in a while, but we have collected, don't think I've made any 10mm ammo. I just collected a decent amount of it. Maybe we made a bit, but let's see. Shotgun. We're just going to repair this. It's 600. We're not going to lose, and that one we can wait to repair. But this AK-47, probably need to add some parts to it. Get it in tip-top that way. Let's see what kind of parts we have, if we have any parts. Yeah, I guess we do a couple parts. Not many, though, so we're going to have to kind of keep our eye out for some AK-47 parts. Maybe hit the gun store a time or two. Tell you what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and repair it this time, and then sometime in the near future, we'll look into going out and getting ourselves some more AK-47 parts. We have plenty of submachine gun and sniper rifle parts. Boy, we went all out on those, but we've used a good many of our other parts, our AK-47 parts up. That's the most shotgun shells we've had. Still have 158 exploding crossbow bolts. We use those sparingly because they're, you know, pretty destructive. So what time is it? 13:17. I probably should have planned this episode a little better and maybe run off some time, and then we could have done the horde all at one time in this episode. Hard to believe the horde is already back around, but I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I played a good bit in that time-lapse video. I covered a lot of time, went through many days. We're going to need trying to think of what else I need. We're good on about everything. We just need to get our all of our stone melted down to get us right and ready for that horde. All right, that's sorted. We'll have an assortment of guns here. You know, I might not use, since we're going to be in the pit, I may not use this sniper rifle. We'll probably leave that there. We'll mostly use the shotgun and the submachine gun. We'll break out the AK every once in a while. The AK is good for when we're topside and we're having to defend ourselves up there. But it's not so good for down here. Probably going to leave that auger to clear out corpses on us. Let's put the submachine gun there. Well, that's the only dilemma, is having all those guns on me. Let's do a sort. Maybe we'll drop off the axe or something. We're going to need shotgun shells and 10mm rounds. Now, during the horde, if we need to, we just run back over here and grab whatever it is that we need because we're so close by to our inventory. That's the advantage of having a base like this is, you know, we take the horde on there and then we have everything else we need right behind us, just a few steps. So go ahead and eat and drink. It's been quite some time since we've done that. All right. Getting that wellness back on up to where it was before we died. Won't be long, we'll be back up there. Make sure we're good there. So everything is good. Once again, I am super prepared. Tell you what, go ahead and use up that one. We're going to reload the exploding crossbow bolts. Get that ready for the horde. So this is Screamer Central over here, ladies and gentlemen. Screamer Central. Yeah, no gunpowder. We're out of nitrate, but you know, with all of this coal, I can take one trip over to the snow base and we'll be good. Now, I may make some TNT at some point because there are a couple buildings close to that other base that I didn't really want to have to take the time to auger. And so at some point I may make a little TNT to take out one of those buildings over there. We can have fun with TNT. We only get to do that about every 100 days. Gosh, I was about to do something and I don't remember what it was. Let's get these guns all reloaded. Guess we could make one more quick trip over to Oops. One more quick trip over there and grab up all of our stuff. I'll be glad when I can make sure she didn't call any ferals. Turned her into a pile of mush. Go ahead and take her out. Well, that's surprising. No bears, no ferals. Nice, getting a couple bandages. Figured since we had so many shotgun shells, maybe I come up here and get some levels done on it before the horde, and it's kind of nice that they react to the shotgun like that. It doesn't stun them necessarily, but it does kind of slow them down a little bit, even if it doesn't kill them. I wanted to try to get to that screamer before she screamed again. Oh, she got it off right there at the last second. 57, so we still need 3 more levels. Oh, there's a cop. Oh! I almost stepped on that guy. Now, I don't think I can kill this cop, but with the shotgun, but we're going to get some levels done with it. Oh, here it comes. See, he didn't do any damage to the grass or the dirt. That's a bit weird, you know. He can blow holes in asphalt and concrete, but he does 0 damage to grass and dirt. It gave me this idea, you know, to make the top of one of my bases out of dirt for that purpose, but the other zombies would just absolutely have a field day with it. Especially if he did his spit. Oh. And she's tough. A lot of Nurse Nancy's in these screamer hordes. Well, I'm really surprised. No dogs, no ferals, 1 cop, no bears. That's a bit weird. Here comes another screamer. Alright, nice. Replace some of those shells we just used. We'll save the old submachine gun for the actual horde. Oh, she fell into the pit. Well, if we're only missing like a point or 2, I'll probably put it in there just to be able to give our points to the bonus damage for the shotgun for this horde. I'll go ahead and park our bike inside. I don't want to leave that out for a horde, especially if they come from this side. They will do a tremendous amount of damage to my bike. It looks like a cop either spit on that. I don't have any concrete in my thing to repair it with, but that's alright. So let's take a look here again. Shotguns. 2 more points. So 1, 2 gives us boomstick. And we have to have shotgun 75 to get splattergun 2. That's fine. So now we have a bonus 45% damage plus 21% there. So it should be more effective, you know, absolutely should be more effective than it was. One thing I need to do is get some more gas and reload this auger for the horde. Because I'm probably going to have to use this auger to clear out the bodies. So let's go back to the auger. Press reload, stick the rest of this gas in there. Throw that out. Assemble and scrap. And we'll actually use the exploding crossbow bolt here in this base. Get that collection going a bit again. Go ahead and use this bandage. Shouldn't take any damage in this base, of course, unless they break in on us. We'll keep a little bit of steel on us to repair with. You always want to have wood frames because you never know what you're going to have to build your way out of. Everything else looks good, though. We're almost there at horde time, if I did my math correctly. So when did we have last horde? Was 175. So let me think. 161, 168, 175. So we are on horde day. Make sure I didn't get my math wrong. Good there. Everything's repaired as well as it needs to be. I'm not worried about that back wall. So we'll just kill a couple more minutes here as we wait around. Then tomorrow, as soon as the episode starts, boom, we're right in on top of the horde, or the horde is on top of us, one way or the other. Someone's on top of someone, and we'll have ourselves a bit of fun in the old free fall bunker here. Kind of assessing what all I have. Plenty of weapons. Not that I even really use those much. Leave the old sniper rifle in there. The one thing we're short on is nitrate. Once we get, let's see how many 7.62 bullets we have. Maybe enough to hold us over. But sometime between now and next horde, I may want to think about going over to the snow base. There's still some items over there I want to transfer back over here too, but doing a bit of nitrate mining over there. And we can top all this back off again and making some more gunpowder. So I have plenty of coal now. I don't have to worry about getting any more coal. Sure, that looks good there. So kind of a bit of a slow episode, but it's always nice to get everything in order like it should be. And we have absolutely accomplished that in this episode. It's going to set us up for episodes to come. You know, we do that every once in a while and do a bit of housekeeping and get everything ready for upcoming days, hordes. And this one was no different. We're able to make it so that we don't have to do this again for quite some time. You know, we're good to go over there and build till our heart's content and not have to worry about our base. Another dead screamer. Boy, they like just falling in there, don't they? Well, I guess that pretty much wraps it up for today. We'll leave ourselves a small bit of time between now and the horde for next episode to kind of set the episode up and all of that. But thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for all your support, for watching today yet another episode. And come back tomorrow and we'll take on the horde with the shotgun and the submachine gun and maybe a few explosive crossbow bolts just for good measure, and see what they do against the horde in this particular bunker. But thank you. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.